what I'm going to talk about today, and we're going to talk about what happens to a lifter when he gets old. All right, and so I realize that I'm talking to a minority of the guys in the audience here. I'm talking about guys who've been lifting a long, long time. What happens over time as you're training? Now, you younger guys may not want to listen to this because it's not all good news. All right, the news is not all good. And again, I'm just jerking this out of my ass. I hadn't even thought about it very much, but I thought it's a fertile topic, so I just rely on my ability to babble sensibly in front of people and share some stuff with you guys about what happens to you as you get older, as you're a lifter. Okay. Now, I guess the first thing that you have to understand is that after you've been training 42 years, 43, 44 years now. I've been training for 44 years. I'm 63 years old. I did not train when I was in high school like some of you people did. I started when I was in college. I was 19. And I started training because I lost a fight. And this was, of course, a blow to the pride of a 19-year-old kid. So I thought to myself, what can I do about this? And I started going up to the weight room at Midwestern University. It wasn't Midwestern State at the time. It was Midwestern University. I started lifting weights in the little weight room. And really, I started lifting weights not to get in shape for a fight, but to just burn off the frustration. You know, you got to do something with the stress. So I started for that reason. And all my life, I have found that training is the place you put your stress. Some terrible things have happened over the course of 44 years of training, and the bar is always your friend. That's where you put bad things, and that's really why I started training. And here I am, 44 years later, and I still kind of training on a semi-regular basis. I have arrived at the conclusion over that period of time that the minimum effective dose principle is terribly important. Well, and we'll get to this later on in the discussion, but I am not going to another meet. I'm not going to compete again. I've got no reason to train other than to stave off death. And it doesn't take as much training to stave off death as it does to get ready to actually accomplish something at a meet and do PRs. I'm past the point where PRs are feasible. I've been hurt too many times. And so I'm not training for PRs anymore. I'm just training to not be dead.